Hi there. This video is designed to show you two of the most impactful policy changes you can make to email protection to better protect your users against phishing attacks and other email-borne attacks. I'm going to show you here how you enable these settings and some best practices associated with them. First, I've logged into my Hostpilot control panel, and from here I'm going to access email protection. Yours may say email protection plus DLP or just email protection. From here I will edit the default policy that typically applies to all users, and the first setting I'd like to show you is under the Intermedia Link Safe section. Intermedia Link Safe is a URL protection solution that will protect your users at the point that they click on a URL. So to enable this, we will tick the box and save changes. And you will additionally have some options to enable live scanning or not. The recommendation right now initially is that you do not enable live scanning, and we will talk about this shortly in a moment. What this will do now is for all inbound emails, the links will be rewritten such that when your users click on those emails, they will be scanned at that point in time. And this will allow the email protection solution an opportunity to check your sites, check the target site for malicious, against a malicious database and for other potential dangers. Simple as that. Should there not be any issues found or problems with that page, the user will be immediately directed to that site, depending on the configuration you have here. Now there are some other options in here about safe URLs and having blocked URLs, and you can find out more information about all of these settings and the live scanning that I mentioned previously by going to the knowledge base kb.intermedia.net and searching for LinkSafe. The next policy change I'd like to show you is to protect your users against spoofing attacks, potentially from people pretending to be other internal employees. And we can do that with external subject tagging. So to enable this, we will go back into our email protection policy, inbound policies, default policy. And under the phishing tab, there are a number of options and capabilities here that can protect you against phishing attacks. However, if we tag all external emails with an external subject tag, this is an indicator to your users that any message that contains this external subject tag is not from an internal employee or from one of their co-workers. So should there be an attempt to spoof one of their co-workers, which we see very, very commonly as a attack vector, this will be a hint to your users that that is not coming from their co-worker as it purports to be. So by clicking Save Changes, that will enact that. So I will just mention here though that this change is best when coupled with some kind of communication to your user base to let them know what this subject tag means, when it's important and when it's not important. And it quite simply is added to any message that is not from one of your other users in this email account. So as I've mentioned, there are also a number of other phishing protections that we can add here. And if we go to the knowledge base and we search for phishing, we see that the top hit here goes through each of those settings, how to enable it and what they do. However, for the purposes of this recording, these two features, link safe and external tagging, are two settings that everybody should enable to provide the most impactful protection at minimal impact to your users.